courts.
The facts are pretty clear. Is there anything unclear other than you wanting to stain the reputation of the deceased officer who served 21 years of dedicated service, and you did it posthumously 2 months after his death? Dwight Mays?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Did you ask me any questions? Did you ask me any questions in the JP trial? Did you ask me any questions?
I have to announce tomorrow, but I'm actually here today because I'm serving jury duty. But I checked the court's portal, and I was wondering if you could tell me if there was a notice for a hearing that was filed.
Okay, and what is the case number?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, can I give it to you?
Yes.
CC-18-03261-A.
Okay, and it's Daniel, is it Kunzner versus Amar?
NAF? Yeah.
Okay. It looks like there is a hearing for defendant's pretrial motion to bar a portion of police report.
Cool. Was there a notice that was filed?
Let's see. There's the trial. I'm not saying a notice of hearing. I'm not saying a notice of hearing, but it's set for July 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, cool. I was asking, because there's a final hearing scheduled for next week, and then it looks like there's another hearing after the final hearing.
Oh, there's a jury trial on June 5th at 9:30.
Yeah, next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the final hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another hearing after the final hearing?
According to our system, it's set for July 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay. Do you know when that hearing after the final hearing was set or scheduled, or there was a hearing notice made?
Let's see. Looks like this was set. So it looks like the hearing that's set after the final hearing was set on May 28th, yesterday.
Yesterday. I don't have record of that, and I wouldn't have noticed it. And is there a notice for the hearing?
I'm not seeing a notice of hearing, but let me get one of the clerks from court 1. They can further explain to you what's going on.
Okay.
I'm clerk from court 5.
Oh. Did I just go to the wrong window?
Oh no, you're at the right place. It's courts 1 and 5 here, and I'm a clerk for court 5, but court 1 is here. Both courts. Give me 1 second.
Thanks.
She is going to assist you.
Okay, thanks. Oh, I was talking to her. Did she explain anything?
She explained.
I was kind of curious what you want to go over. It's the same question that I first came up to the counter. Is there anything you need to be caught up on speed with?
Well, actually, sir, you can start all over because I wasn't listening to the conversation, but she told me that you're trying to see if there's a notice of hearing.
Yeah, are there any notices of hearing ever? Does the court ever notify people of hearings?
We don't notify. It's for the other side to notify.
Okay, was there a notice for a hearing ever created?
For the hearing that's set on July the 8th.
Okay, so I guess so. I don't know. Do you have a notice there was a hearing scheduled?
No, they haven't filed a notice of hearing, no.
So, so there's a final hearing next week, and it was rescheduled from a final hearing in March due to.
Final hearing, are you speaking of the trial date?
Yeah, that would be the final hearing.
Right, there's a trial date set for June 5th at 9:30.
And that's the final hearing would be the jury trial.
The only thing I can say is there is a jury trial. I can't say if that's going to be final.
Okay, so is the jury trial still scheduled?
Yes, it is.
And then there is apparently another hearing was scheduled.
Right.
Do you know what? Does the court know when that new hearing was scheduled?
May 28th.
Okay, so today's the 29th? Can
They called in yesterday, I guess,
They
and had it set.
they didn't file anything?
They may have, sir. We're working on e-filing, so if the attorney e-filed it, it's probably in our queue.
Okay, so I don't have a notice of hearing or a hearing notice. So the court doesn't. The court has ever creates a hearing notice. Is that correct? Or a notice of hearing?
Not for the motions that are set, no. The only time that the court will send it out if it's something that the judge has specifically asked to be set.
Okay, so I guess something was filed yesterday or something was set yesterday, and just because I'm here today serving on a jury that came for a jury summons,
Okay.
I was checking because I have to announce tomorrow,
Okay.
and then while I was sitting down there, I noticed after tomorrow's final hearing, there's suddenly another hearing scheduled, and I don't have any notice hearing, nor did I receive a hearing notice. Do you have any paperwork you can share with me about that hearing?
No, I don't, sir.
Do you have any of the paperwork that says that it was scheduled yesterday, May 28th?
No, I don't.
Can I get a screenshot of it?
Screenshot of what, sir?
The fact that it was scheduled yesterday.
No, you cannot, sir.
So there's no notice that I can get for that hearing.
They're supposed to cross-reference you. Like I stated, they just had it set yesterday.
Is there a
May
timestamp of yesterday when it was set?
No.
So it could have been stamped like last night at like a second before midnight?
The notice of hearing?
Sure. It was set at sometime
Sir,
yesterday.
they called in, sir, and had it set. So they may have the notice of hearing. It may be in my e-filing queue, which has not been processed yet. I don't know if they have or if they have not. But they did set this yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday afternoon. Do you know what time?
At 3:07.
So at 3:07. Okay, so yeah, we're scheduled for a jury trial next week. We have to announce that we're ready, but it appears they contacted the court to do another hearing after the jury
They
trial.
filed a motion with the court and they got it set.
They did file a motion. Can I get a copy of the motion that was filed?
Hey, Gilbert, can you pull this case number up for me so you can print it out for me? Since I don't have a printer. It's CC 18-3261. And it's that motion that says, motion for miscellaneous, defendant's pretrial motion to bar portion of police report. motion.
And so this was filed yesterday. I was just curious. I mean, I know that we started off again talking. You're Tasha, right?
Correct.
We started off talking, and I asked if anything was filed yesterday, and you
I didn't
said,
say it was filed yesterday, sir. I said they called in to have it set yesterday.
"Oh, do you have record of that?" Because this was filed back in March before and we had a final hearing that was held after this. I was looking for. This is on the court's portal. I was looking for a notice of hearing regarding.
We don't have a notice of hearing, like I explained to you. They just said it yesterday. If it is a notice of hearing that has been filed, it may be in our e-filing queue, and we're working it up now. We have several pages, but I'm not showing that they have filed one as of yet.
So then nothing has been filed in regards to that hearing?
Correct.
But the court has record that you were contacted yesterday?
Sir, yes, they called it in and had it set. They called to have it set. Correct.
The record that you're looking at, can I have a copy of the
Can I
record?
get a copy of this?
And what is the copy that I can't get? What do you guys call that?
We don't call it anything. It's just where we set hearings on our system, on our computer system.
So you set hearings, you just don't provide, the court never provides any notice of hearing or hearing notices?
Correct.
Okay, wow. Because on
That's for
every,
the judge's docket. It's for her to see.
yeah, it's just that I've gone over the docket, or I've gone over the court's portal, and every other hearing that's been scheduled, you'll see there's a notice of hearing associated with that hearing. This one that was scheduled yesterday doesn't have anything like that.
Right.
And I could imagine it going unnoticed because there is no notice.
That's because, sir, they haven't filed it yet. It's up to who filed this particular motion. Attorney Colin Hatcher
Okay.
is responsible for filing that notice of hearing.
And this hearing, which I can't get any record of from the court, will have no impact on the jury trial scheduled for next week, right?
It's set for July the 8th, sir, so
What's set for July the 8th?
that particular motion that I just gave you.
Okay.
So it's set after the trial date.
It's set for after the trial, so the trial will be conducted, and then there will be a hearing after the trial.
Correct.
Okay, thanks, Tasha.
Mhm.